Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to work on dribbling and we're going to go back to the very basics of dribbling. So just learning how to carry the ball with close control. So before we try and learn any moves, anything complicated, we really need to get the foundation of dribbling down to perfection. So I'm going to show you some tips today that are going to help you improve your dribbling and keep that close control while running at full speed. So let's go.
So the first thing we need to talk about is the part of the foot that's making contact with the ball. And the area of the foot we want to be using is right here. So it's just to the side of the small toe, just on top of the foot here. And the reason we're using this part of the foot is because when we make contact with that ball, after we've made contact, as our foot hits the ground, it's already in a running position to carry on running at full speed. We don't want to be using the inside of our foot to dribble. I see a lot of players doing this, especially younger players. They want to use the inside of the foot because it's a nice big surface area. But look what happens, as I make contact with the ball, my foot plants down again. This is not an automatic running position. We then have to adjust our feet to then go and run and take off again in the same direction. So when we use this part of the foot, as we're planting our foot down, we're already in that running position. You're going to be able to run with the ball at higher speed and it's going to feel a lot more natural. So you've got to get used to using this part of the foot.
The next thing you want to be doing when you're dribbling the ball, you want to try and take a touch of the ball with every step. You don't want to just be kicking it out in front of you and running after it. You don't want multiple steps in between each touch of the ball. And the reason for this, if you're taking longer touches, there's just more of a chance for somebody to intercept it. But if you're taking a touch of the ball with every step, you're always in that close control of the ball, so that if a defender comes in, all of a sudden, you can react. You already have that ball under your spell, you can change direction very quickly and the ball's still going to be close to your foot. So to practice, we can just move around a space, just trying to get a touch of the ball with every step. Obviously that isn't full pace, but that's just a way to warm up. So just practice this by yourselves. Just get a nice open space. You could just use an open grass field. You don't need a goal, you don't need any equipment. Just kind of dribble around the space. Get used to that ball at your feet. Try to keep close control and taking a touch of the ball with every step that you take. This is something Messi and Robin do all the time. And they can do it at top speed. But it starts here. You have to start doing it slow, getting used to it. And then as you get more comfortable, just increase the speed little by little, and before you know it, you'll be at top speed, keeping close control of that ball. So make sure you practice this first. Another key point for dribbling, especially if you want to keep that close control, is lowering your center of gravity. So to lower our center of gravity, we're just going to slightly bend our knees, slightly arch our chest forward a little bit. If you lower your center of gravity by just slightly bending your knees and arching over the ball a little bit, you're going to feel more in control of that ball, more agile, and feeling like you can change directions a lot quicker. So when I'm dribbling a ball, I'm not just doing this, I'm not upright. I don't look very convincing, it doesn't look very explosive, it doesn't look very threatening for a defender. But if I just lower my center of gravity ever so slightly like this, I look a lot more convincing, I look a lot more in control of the ball, I'm taking a lot more touches of the ball, I'm a lot quicker moving around, and I can change direction a lot quicker. So I see a lot of players that don't do this. They don't lower their center of gravity when they're dribbling a ball. They remain upright, it looks a little awkward, it's not as fast, and they lose control of the ball, sometimes not even by being tackled, sometimes just because they've got the ball at their feet and they're upright, they lose control and it slips away from them. So if you lower your center of gravity, you're going to feel far more in control of the ball. So my final tip is your arms. You need to have balance of the ball. So balance is where a lot of your control comes from in the first place. So two key points for balance is having a nice strong core, so doing a lot of ab exercises and things like that. So when you lower your center of gravity, you have support from your core, so that you can maintain that body positioning throughout the duration of the game without becoming fatigued. And also, your arms need to be out for balance. It's almost like if you were walking on a tightrope, a lot of people would have their arms out for balance, and the exact same thing applies when you're dribbling a soccer ball as well. A lot of people have their arm out to the side slightly. Some people just like to do a running position, so you just have your arms out in front of you, so it looks very natural like you're running. Whatever works for you, but just make sure you have your arms out. They're not just rooted by your side or anything like that, because that's just going to decrease your balance. You're going to lose control of that ball a lot easier, and it's just not going to be as effective. So make sure you have those arms out for balance. This obviously takes practice. You need to become coordinated with the ball so that you can eventually get to the point where it's almost like the ball is an attachment of your body. If you look at Messi, you look at Robben, when they're running without the ball and when they're running with the ball, there's only a very slight difference. So that's the goal for you guys. As you develop, as you improve, as you work on your dribbling, the goal for you is to try and get as close to being as fast without the ball as you are also with the ball. Alright guys, so I tried filming an outro, but it started to get really windy at the pitch, so you couldn't even hear a word I was saying. But basically, all you need to do is just take this technique and start off slow. Everything that is brand new, doesn't matter what you're doing in life, everything's going to be a little bit awkward at first, but when you learn this technique, just start off very slow, get the fundamentals down, and then over time just increase that speed little by little until you can almost get to top speed dribbling the ball. But take all these tips. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos and other videos that are going to make you better players. And as always, I will see you in the next video.